EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Tyreek Hill. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Fields on first down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. You look at this Eagle defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And some room to maneuver. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Again, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Fields changing the play. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Out, let's go. Johnson. Sit high.
Off play action. Fields. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Chubb with a first down carries. He'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. The Raiders had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good for another Las Vegas.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw. This is caught by Evans. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
To throw is Fields. He's got it. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are back within a score. Good bounce back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On play action, Fields. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Play action. It's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To the air again, Fields. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Fields going to change things up here. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Hurts. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's to the 10. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the... Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give them a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. And a catch right side by Evans. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Two yards still to go. Third down now. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On first down, it's Fields. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb fights through, and now a crease. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Chubb will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Hurts to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And It's going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you got to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 74 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now back to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
This is 2nd and 8. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Evans here.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. And this offense on third down today, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now Fields. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Watch out for Hill on the return.
54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. And trouble trying the middle here. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's 3rd and 6.
And this is caught by Evans. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Now Hill to return it.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Las Vegas,
they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener, and they'll get to stay home again.